podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
This is TWiT News, episode 366, recorded Thursday, January 14th, 2021. Samsung Unpacked 2021. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TWiT News live coverage of Samsung's Unpacked 2021 event. I'm Jason Howell, waking up bright and early at 7 a.m. Well, right before 7 a.m. I've got my cup of coffee here. And joining me to talk all about Samsung's big news this morning is my co-host from All About Android, Florence Ion, also with coffee.
Exactly. Also with my cup of coffee. So cheers, Jason. We're going to do this together with the coffee, which means we'll probably be more animated towards the end of the event when we officially have all the announcements of everything. But thus far, it's just a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. Yeah. And you know what? I'm glad to have it. I'm glad to have some sense of normalcy of rumors and speculation in an unprecedented time. I know we hate that word.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to learn about these expensive phones that maybe at this point in time we actually don't have the money to go ahead and spring for this time around.
According to the leaked renders, they're pastel-y. I think there's a carbon fiber variant that's making the rounds. It's very Corvette-like. Okay. So for the sports car enthusiasts.
Yeah, it's like a sports car in your pocket. Is that a sports car in your pocket?
We're looking at an S21, S21 Plus, and an S21 Ultra, the last of which is supposedly going to knock out the Note from being a product. So S Pen support, though I'm going to be really curious to see what that means. Is it just that, oh yeah, we support S Pen on the device, but it's not quite as an embedded kind of cohesive experience as the Note? Because the Note series, I think a lot of the Note fans, yes, they love the S Pen support, obviously, but it's an integrated piece of the hardware. You know, obviously it embeds into the device as the Note 20 Ultra. And we talked about how
fits right in.
We talked about how there might be possibly a different methodology for carting around the S Pen. So maybe a case instead of the usual embedding inside of the actual chassis, which could
is just a
ruffle
little
some
less
feathers.
Chic, you know? It's like, okay, they're going to buy a case and attach it there. I don't know. It's not quite the same, but I get it. I understand. Maybe it reduces some of the complexity on Samsung's side. Maybe it allows them to drop the price a little bit because they don't have to make the room for it inside of the device. It probably does, actually. So, yeah, those three devices. And actually, the baseline, from what rumors are saying about the baseline S21, it could start at around $850 instead of the starting price of the $1,000 on the S20. So,
it's about
looking at dropping the price a little bit on these premium flagships.
It's about time.
About time. So we're starting a little wishy-washy graphic intro for the event. Should also say we're also hearing that we might find out more about the Galaxy Buds Pro, which would be the follow-up to the Galaxy Buds Live from last year, those little bean-shaped earbuds. Might hear about that. Also, the SmartTag, Galaxy SmartTag, which is apparently a Tile competitor. So this is like something that you'd attach onto something that you don't want to lose, and it would, track via Bluetooth.
But I'm understanding that it'll have the Samsung Smarts in it, which is again more pushing of that ecosystem. So this it's always from Samsung.
Hello and welcome to Unpacked. It's so good to be with you again. I could not be more excited about all the incredible innovations we are announcing today. They continue Samsung's legacy as the pioneer of meaningful experiences that are designed for everyone. Our universe is an entire ecosystem of intelligent, connected devices that defy expectations and give you the freedom to live life without borders, without boundaries. When it comes to true innovation, we are the only game in town. Last year was a reminder of how important technology has become to all of us. Samsung Galaxy devices help connect millions of friends and families and enabled entire industries to go remote. During this next normal, we've been working hard to support our customers and employees with our innovations. The challenges of 2020 have made us more determined to fully tap the immense power and potential of tech. This year, Samsung is pushing innovation even stronger. We will give you groundbreaking ways to personalize your devices so they reflect you. Because we want you to be free to go further, to forge your own path, without limitations, without constraints, as part of our long-standing commitment to open collaboration. We will expand the Samsung universe even more with new partners. With Samsung Mobile, where you start your journey never determines where you will go. After all, every day should be truly epic. To kick things off, I want to introduce you to a product that I absolutely love, one that I use all the time, in fact. They may be small, but they sure are mighty.
The Buds.
This powerful design
Buds
statement
Live or the Buds
offers
Pro?
a multi-dimensional audio experience that will blow you away. Meet the next generation of our incredible earbuds, Galaxy Buds Pro.
All right, so this would be the follow-up to the Galaxy Buds Live, which personally I never had any experience with the Buds Live. I've tested a lot of in-ear earbuds at this point, but not the Buds Live. What about you?
I have not tested the Live. I'm still using the first gen ones that I have, and I really
and those are good.
I mean, Samsung's doing a good job sort of giving us a non-Apple variant for those of us who want to get some buds and want to be in the true wireless, but don't obviously want to subscribe to some other ecosystem. So I like it.
Right.
I hope these are as comfortable, because we've been talking about on All About Android how uncomfortable some of these true wireless buds are. And these look a little different than what they've been doing. So again, I'm always curious about the comfort. That's the big thing. Anybody can do noise canceling.
I think what's interesting from what we're looking at is that it has a little bit of that like rubber tip that extends further into the ear canal, which I don't believe the Galaxy Buds Live had. And I think from a comfort standpoint that you could go either way, right? Like if you don't want anything extending into your ear canal, this might not be good. But if you want that extra kind of like noise sealing capability, you're going to get that with a format like that.
Which is still just sort of, again, the thing these buds do well, which is I don't think talked about enough, is the noise pass through. So you can actually sort of hear what's going on around you. Not that a lot of people are commuting these days, but
the most immersive sound experience on Galaxy Buds. We use earbuds to listen to our favorite music, watch our favorite movies, and connect with the people we love. They help us tune into the content we care about and tune out the content we don't. They even transport us to another world, just us and the audio we love.
I love to walk around the house with my buds in, talking to my friend, ignoring my family.
That helps us connect with ourselves.
Do that often
Earbuds
as
give
well.
us personal space when we need it most. If you listen to music often, you know what a big difference sound quality makes. The foundation of our Galaxy Buds lineup is amazing sound, and Galaxy Buds Pro are packed with pro sound quality.
I do like the design approach of what Samsung has done with the in-ear buds, though, because so many of them just look the same. These definitely have a stylistic quality to them that sets them apart.
The Galaxy Buds Pro will make your listening experience extraordinary. Our engineers and designers worked closely together to bring this incredible sound experience to life. Let's listen.
As best as we can.
The goal of Galaxy Buds Pro is simple: to deliver the best sound experience, period. Most earbuds immerse you in audio and stop right there. But
I just think it's
Pro
really interesting that they decided to stick with
they
like
redefine the sound experience to
things of a keynote. Like there's no indication that the world is like in any sort of different form at all thus far.
Yeah, I mean, well, and I mean, at this point, we're what, 9 months into seeing keynotes that are done like this, pre-recorded for obvious reasons and everything. So there's a little bit of precedent as far as that's concerned.
A woofer delivers bass.
I'm certainly getting more used to it,
delivers high pitches.
but I'm missing the Broadway musicals of Samsung's days of past.
But most wireless earbuds only use a one-way speaker system. The reason? Size. Building two-way speakers into a small earbud body requires an innovative solution. So engineers tried
They've used the word innovative maybe 12, 13 times by now.
They're the only innovative
hardware
of anything.
Get it.
All parts into a single component for more optimal use of space. This breakthrough in engineering enables the Galaxy Buds Pro to feature two-way speakers.
I want to know whose job it is to put together these like diagrams, because they have to make them really interesting and do all sorts of these like effects to just make it seem like
captivating.
It's more than a manufacturing line.
Sound quality doesn't end
Yeah, right, exactly. How do you make a product like this sexy?
I want to interview that person.
Using
I want to
intelligent
know.
motion tracking sensors and Dolby head tracking, Buds Pro can detect head movements. Now, when you turn your head, the audio will recalibrate and put you in the middle of the scene. What really takes audio to the next level
There's over-ear headphones that do
canceling.
stuff like this.
The Galaxy Buds Pro uses its outer mic to monitor ambient noise and its inner mic to monitor noise inside your ear. Based on these noise readings, the advanced chipset generates an anti-noise signal and eliminates up to 99% of background noise in real time.
It is kind of insane that we have a chipset, a teeny tiny chipset that we're putting in our ear.
But as much as we love being in our own world, we need to be
tiny
able to
little
connect
thing.
with the world
Becoming more and more a robot every passing day.
Intelligent active
Or
noise
cyborg,
control.
rather.
With intelligent ANC, as soon as you start to speak, a microphone detects for your voice while a sensor detects for vibrations. An advanced AI algorithm then ensures your voice isn't mistaken for other voices to confirm you're in a conversation.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh yeah, I think my Sony
automatically ramps it down. That's cool.
Yeah.
And with improved latency, ambient
That's
sound on the
nice,
Galaxy
because
Buds
so many
Pro
times I'll
sound
have
more
my earphones
clear
in
natural
and
than ever before.
one of my kids will ask me a question on their homework or whatever, and the only way I can even pay attention is to pull them out in a panic, It's like, wait, what did you just say?
Yeah.
That's nice
Or
that it
the
automatically
awkwardness
does that level
when
ready.
when I'm walking the kid and a neighbor comes out, and then I'm like, hold on, let me tap my ear a few times and pause
I can't hear you yet. Looks like I can, but I can't.
Unit detects your voice. Two outer mics positioned
cool.
directly toward the mouth perform beamforming.
But I have to say, one of the reasons I like the Samsung Buds thus far more than like the sort of cheaper buds is because of the audio pass through. The fact that I can like hear cars. I mean, that stuff. When I'm walking with the baby, like I'm still in a neighborhood. I'm still, still trying to watch out.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
At the hardware level, an outer mesh combines with an inner wind chamber to disperse and further neutralize.
But I still want to listen to my podcast.
Finally, advanced software distinguishes between voice and wind sound patterns to ensure no leftover breeze makes its way into a call. With Galaxy Buds Pro, it's no longer necessary to choose between being immersed in your own world and being able to connect with the world around you. Enjoy the ultimate sound experience with Galaxy Buds Pro, tiny yet powerful earbuds.
I like the color schematic that Samsung's going for. I wish this was introduced a little while ago, to be honest.
Music transports us to different worlds. We
Yeah,
get lost in stories through audiobooks and podcasts. And time flies when we're chatting with our friends. Galaxy Buds Pro understand and adjust based on what we're doing. They can recognize when we're listening to tunes or catching up with family, and figure out when we want to move from our phone to our tablet and back again. An auto switch lets Galaxy Buds Pro switch with you. If you're watching something on your tablet and your phone rings, don't rush around. Galaxy Buds Pro will easily switch audio to the device you're using. No need to fiddle with settings or wait for a connection.
That's what I want to know.
Incredible sound quality is the most important part of any listening experience,
That seems like an embedded kind of Samsung
clearest, richest
feature.
sound of any Galaxy device. And of course, form follows sound. We carefully studied the shape and contour of the ear to make Galaxy Buds Pro fit more securely. They're designed to sit just right within 3 key parts of your ear. We also added a 2mm vent to the outer shell of the buds to create airflow and balance the pressure around your ear. So you'll have a balanced fit without the feeling of tightness.
I actually really like that as a trend that I'm seeing in these true wireless earbuds too. That little vent, so that you don't have the total suction quality when you put these in your ear.
That whenever I take my mask off or remove my hat and scarf, my buds will stay right where they are. And at IPX7, the Galaxy Buds Pro have the highest standard of water resistance in the Galaxy Buds lineup. We intricately shaped every part of Buds Pro to make your everyday listening experiences exceptional, right down to the case you put them in. If you have a pair of Buds Live, we've made sure you can still use your accessories. You can get your own pair of Galaxy Buds Pro in 3 amazing colors. They'll be available for $199 starting January 15th. Let's take another look.
It's tomorrow.
Okay.
$200.
Introducing the Galaxy Buds Pro.
Yeah, definitely top of the line true wireless earbuds. This has been a theme the last couple of weeks on All About Android is like, do you have to spend $200, $250 on good true wireless earbuds? A lot of people have written in to say, no, you don't. Like there's a lot of good options in the $50, and below range. There are trade-offs though, and here you're getting like all the bells and whistles, so that's why you're spending $200 on it.
Incredible sound quality, intelligent ANC, and our most secure fit ever, Galaxy Buds Pro will transform your listening experience.
Is it the last one?
It's like, we're enhancing today.
They had a little tile for it
doesn't just transport us to different worlds. It makes all of our activities easier and more convenient. The smartphone is one of our most helpful and most personal devices, but we've all experienced that panic from misplacing our phone. It can instantly ruin our day.
This is going to be the
So we've expanded one of our favorite services to help keep track of the things that matter most to you. SmartThings Find. We've made our web service even easier
That's a good
to
name
use.
for it.
And we brought the service to your phone by adding it to our SmartThings app.
Yeah, I figured.
SmartThings Find has given you peace of mind when it comes to locating your phone. Last October, we extended it to help you track and locate your wireless earbuds, tablets, and smartwatches. And this year, we're expanding SmartThings Find even further, so you can track any of your belongings, even if they don't have a built-in connection, with Galaxy SmartTag. Galaxy SmartTag allows you to take charge of your everyday belongings in an extraordinary way. It's a small, portable device you'll be able to easily attach to the things you love most, whether or not they have their own connection. And its coin-sized battery lasts for months, so you can trust that SmartTag will help you track down your favorite things, even if they've been gone for a while. Imagine that you left your door open and your dog ran off. You'd feel panicked, not knowing where your pet has gone. With Galaxy SmartTag on his collar, you'll be able to track him using SmartThings Find. If he's far away, the SmartTag on your dog's collar can send Bluetooth signals to a community of nearby Galaxy users who can help you track it down.
Okay, so it'll use phones, which I would argue might be a little better than the tile situation.
Yeah, better if there are the phone network that's participating. Yeah, you really need that full phone network to really be active and lit up around that thing that you're tracking in order for it to be
right.
useful.
But I'm thinking about how many people have Samsung smartphones over other Android phones, so I feel like this is more viable.
I wonder if Samsung does that by default or if it's opt-in. If it's opt-in, I mean, that makes more sense that it would be opt-in, but, it's going to reduce the amount of people that are actually participating out of the box.
You can.
Yeah, we'll see.
Galaxy SmartTag Plus is built with ultra-wideband technology, or UWB, an advanced wireless communication system that makes your devices smarter by giving them spatial accuracy and directional capabilities. And the same system can help you locate things by combining the power of navigation with AR. Thanks to UWB and AR Finder, Galaxy SmartTag Plus will help you locate your belongings with unprecedented accuracy by guiding you to their location.
I mean,
they'll
that's
take
just bragging
you to
rights.
the bookcase in the corner of your office that your keys
definitely
fell behind.
hearing more about UWB ultra wideband technology. So like I've tried these tracking systems in the past. They were reliant like 100% on Bluetooth, and it was less effective in practice.
As much as you love the things you put it
on. It was fine, but it definitely needed improvements, and I wonder how UWB is going to improve this tracking. Certainly a hot topic right now. So $29.99 for one.
Galaxy Buds Pro and
$49.99.
Transform
wasn't it $39.99?
Oh, it may have been. I may have misread that.
And the best part is, they're not the only extraordinary devices we're sharing with you today. Back to you, TM.
Really?
Oh.
Thank you,
I had
Liz.
no idea. I thought that was the event. It was headphones and a SmartTag thing.
Such great additions to the Samsung ecosystem. But we are not done yet. We live in a mobile-first world. And you deserve the ultimate mobile experience.
I do.
This year, we want you to give you something different. A giant leap forward to empower you to express yourself and live your life exactly how you want. I am so proud to introduce our new flagship device, the Galaxy S21.
5G.
Designed for how you live today, but loaded with the innovation of tomorrow.
5G.
Galaxy S21 is groundbreaking on all fronts. It has an iconic, boundary-defying design that will turn heads. The fastest chip ever for Galaxy, together with our most complete software and user experience. And an epic camera, far beyond anything we've made before.
But not as epic as what we'll find out about in the Ultra.
Look like a pro.
Sure.
Especially its video capabilities, where you have the power of cinema in the palm of your hand. I'm incredibly excited to introduce a smartphone that changes everything to make your everyday epic.
The S21 and the S21 Plus is what they're starting with, which means we're going to get the follow-up on the Ultra after this. But I imagine if last year was any indication, the S21, might have a plastic design as opposed to the kind of the glass design. Like there's definitely some step downs that we're starting to see in the flagship series that are anything less than Ultra.
Cost cutting. I mean, you were using the Pixel 4a, which had a plastic sort of makeup, and you were enjoying that design. So there's a way to make it sleek and make it so that people want to use it. I think it also might make it a tiny bit more durable for some folks. Yeah. Something that doesn't immediately shatter and cut your fingers off.
Galaxy S21 and S21
Yes,
Plus.
indeed.
These days, we rely on our phones even more than we used to.
I really like the way it looks.
They help
for
us
what
discover
it's worth.
new
Like
music,
the way
chat with
it
our
has
friends,
a little
and just enjoy the everyday.
Little
like the
crescent
cutout on the
metal
side.
like around the camera, and
You'll have a device that changes everything and helps you get
it's
the
a
most out of
nice
every
shift
moment.
in their design
A
language.
smartphone that
much better than what they were kind of doing with that big
style and taste.
Chonky camera module thing.
Very chonky.
We created a revolutionary new photo and video experience with incredible enhancements in our camera technology. That much innovation requires a fresh new design to match. And that's why the S21 series looks like
color,
nothing
and I mean it
ever
is
seen
my
before.
favorite color, so
We've
it's speaking to me very,
design by
very
combining
loudly.
the camera shell with the frame of the phone,
It's yelling
covering
at you.
the camera fully in metal. This camera housing is stronger and more durable.
Camera
than when it was
housing
covered
encased
glass.
in metal,
And your phone's design
which is a difference, right? Because I mean, I've definitely seen people who have dropped their glass encased, the camera module that's encased in glass, and I mean that can shatter in there. So this would protect us to be more durable.
Color combinations that stand out. Galaxy S21 comes in 4 colors, while S21 Plus comes in 3. We give you different options to fit your unique style. These devices are designed to open up a world of extraordinary new experiences.
I feel like Samsung is the only one that has kind of the manufacturing prowess and money to be able to offer this many colors.
The display is one of the most important parts of any smartphone. We use it to chat with our friends and watch movies that make us laugh. No matter how great a phone's design or camera is, you need an amazing display to get the most from your device. At Samsung, we are the industry leader in brilliant displays, providing the best viewing experience on Galaxy devices with edge-to-edge AMOLED screens.
I mean, I have a Samsung TV.
We invested in AMOLED screens from the very beginning, giving you a more vivid viewing experience than LCD screens. Last year, we introduced a super smooth viewing experience on our S20 devices with the 120 Hz display. When you use a phone that smooth, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Today, we've made another leap forward, building the S21 series with an adaptive screen that goes between 48 and 120 Hz.
And they are using a lot of BTS footage, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Your viewing experience is optimized for your content. The contrast ratio and unbelievable peak brightness let you enjoy all the vivid colors in the content you're watching, even if you're outside on a really bright sunny day. But this display doesn't just look better, it's also better for you. Blue light can make it really hard for us to sleep, and it often hurts our eyes. Our new Eye Comfort Shield analyzes your usage pattern to automatically adjust your blue light filter. That way, your eyes will stay comfortable no matter what. Whether you choose Galaxy S21 and its 6.2-inch display, or the S21 Plus and its 6.7-inch display,
God, how far we've come.
You will get the most advanced, intelligent display we've ever put on a smartphone.
Really become normal.
With vivid colors, an adaptive refresh rate, and Eye Comfort Shield, you'll be totally immersed in this new screen.
Now, I have heard that there are settings, there will be settings in here to lock in full resolution, full 120 hertz on these devices, but also on the Ultra, which I think has a 4K display or has the higher resolution display.
That's a natural extension of
expensive. I'm just thinking about it in terms of resources.
Yeah, I mean, if the adaptive feature works the way it should, and I'm guessing that it will, then how necessary is that really? It's kind of overblown.
You can capture, keep, and relive the moments that matter with pro-like photo and video quality. Thanks to AI, this pro-grade camera does all the thinking for you.
I gotta tell you, sometimes I feel like every other Android manufacturer does video better, and then the Pixel still does photos the best.
That kind of intelligence
photos the best. Yeah, I mean, I have been relying the past year and a half on Samsung's phones for recording video B-roll for all of my reviews, particularly in the last year since we've been at home. And it's been amazing. Like I've had excellent results, like super impressed with it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, both on the S20 Ultra and now the Note 20 Ultra. The Pro Video mode allows me to do a lot.
With the combination of our new chipset and photo-enhancing AI capabilities, S21 and S21 Plus
their photos, though, always very, very processed after the fact.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not as much of a fan with the Galaxy photos compared to the Galaxy Video capability.
From their backgrounds to bring depth and focus to your photos. And the intelligent camera on S21 and S21 Plus enhances the natural bokeh effect, whether in broad daylight or in the dark, so you can capture beautiful portraits under the stars. The S21 series has various portrait modes that accentuate the subject and make them pop. Our new devices even detect the direction of light to help you capture studio-quality portraits. With Studio Mode, AI adjusts the lighting to create perfect portraits that look crisp and natural. High-key or low-key mono modes round out your photo, and you can even have AI select matching colors
to
automatically create a stunning backdrop.
Put masks on the models.
We know you love the portraits you take of friends and family, including your pet.
Yeah, right.
They deserve the best quality portraits.
At least have a picture in there with a mask.
The S21 series captures amazing portraits of your four-legged friends.
Yeah, I do like that it's a dog blowing out a candle for his 8th birthday.
Portraits are a great way to take gorgeous photos of the people and pets we love. But sometimes, I want to snap a shot of another important person, me. Selfies are how I show the world my best looks and how I bring my friends into my favorite moments. With AI-based face enhancement, you can enjoy high-quality selfies
and these people
anytime,
are really
anywhere.
attractive.
Using a super smart image signal processor and advanced multi-frame processing, the camera makes your selfies look their absolute best.
Beautiful.
Well, they've got,
and when you're
remember the feature beauty face,
so
and I can't remember if that was a Samsung
With
feature
enhanced
or whatever,
auto-white
but
balance, S21 and S21
every year
Plus
that's in there to some
ensure your
degree.
natural
The
skin
like
tone will be
skin
reflected in
smoothing,
any lighting condition.
the perfection,
Even
always,
extremely warm or
getting the
lighting
camera to
without
make
Well,
perfect
it helps.
face.
It helps that they hired. It looks
Social
like
media
20-year-old
helps us
models.
connect with
So-
others and express ourselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we want to share a picture,
It's true.
it's just
Not
easier
much
to use a camera that's
skin
built into our
smoothing
favorite
needed.
apps. We've been working closely with our partners to make the awesome visual experience from our Galaxy devices available on their apps. Now, the AI solution on S21 and S21 Plus gives you an incredible visual experience in most third-party camera apps like Instagram and Snapchat. With these upgrades, the S21 series will help you take and post the best pictures possible. But of course, our social media feeds are more than portraits and selfies. More and more often, we're using videos to communicate and capture real-time reactions, moments that make us cry and make us laugh until we cry. With the S21 series, you can capture every detail in cinematic quality without any extra effort, thanks to 8K video.
TikTok
8K
makes me
is a
laugh until I
revolution
cry.
in video
So
resolution.
maybe this will
8K video is 4 times sharper
increase
than 4K,
the
giving
the
you
content.
super high quality in every shot. These videos are so sharp, you no longer have to choose between taking a photo or a video anymore. With 8K Video Snap, you can pull photos from your videos at 33
it
megapixels.
looks like there's
so your
already
screen caps
details
will
on the
look like portraits.
pricing: $800
You
for
can
the
discover shots
S21,
within
$1,000 for the
shots and
S21
stories within
Plus.
stories. Just record
That's a
tap
$200
one
drop
and snap.
on the baseline.
Yeah.
You'll
Which
capture all
really
the
makes
main
sense
moments
because I
in
remember
every
last
single
year,
epic one in between.
at $1,000 and then, touching on what we're talking about earlier, the plastic design, some of those step downs. And a lot of people pointed to that and be like, how are we, A, still paying more than $1,000, and B, for something that isn't in essence, a lot of people would not consider that premium.
Just hold the camera for up to 15 seconds.
Whether
and
you
your
do or
phone
not,
does all the
that's
thinking
everybody
for you.
has a different opinion on
It's
that.
like
But
having a
I think
personal
$800
editor
makes more
inside
sense.
your
But
phone,
then what happens
easily
with the
creating
FE
photos,
edition if they do
videos,
that
and
again?
boomerangs you can
Where does
share
that go?
immediately. And you won't have to worry about which filter to use or whether you need to reshoot. Single Take will give you a bunch of options to share right away. But sometimes you want to do more than point and shoot. You want to choose the right angles, focus on your subject, and change your view as you film. So we thought about new ways we could give you control over your camera. And we created
take
a
better
new
pictures
visual
with my
experience
Tamagotchi,
called
Samsung.
Director's View. Now you can see preview thumbnails from all your camera lenses while you shoot. That way, you can easily change
Director's view?
angles,
Oh, that's
zoom in,
interesting.
go wide, close up, all while filming. You can make sure the video of your moment is just as epic as the moment itself. All of these amazing camera capabilities,
that's
from
neat.
portraits and selfies to single take and director's view, are powered by the fastest chipset in a Galaxy device. We've engineered our chipset to give you more speed, more energy efficiency, and more possibilities.
I have to say, I'm just peeping on the Samsung Unpacked tag on Twitter, and it's a lot of BTS ARMY,
and
which is
that's
what the fans call
with the
themselves.
Of course.
Just
We're delivering
tweeting
20%
screenshots
faster
of the different
35%
members.
faster GPU, and 2
I mean,
times
they're
faster
sprinkled
AI.
throughout this entire
we've adopted
presentation like
ARM
crazy, it
I
seems
know,
like.
it's
to
just
significantly increase our overall
Samsung knew what
chipset
they were doing, putting
giving you
BTS
the
in
power
this.
to reach 20
Absolutely.
tera operations per second. That means
5
the S21
nanometer
series can
process.
graphics and AI faster than any other Galaxy device.
It's
So
gonna be a
whether you're
fast
taking
device.
portraits, recording videos, or starting the next viral trend on TikTok, you'll have the power to capture extraordinary memories. We rely on our phones more than ever to get things done. So the security of our most sensitive information is more important than ever. At the heart of our enhanced security system is a secure processor, which is engineered to ensure that your data stays protected even against advanced hardware attacks. For the S21 series, we work closely with both Qualcomm Technologies and Samsung System LSI Business to develop a secure processor that meets our stringent security requirements. In addition, we brought a whole new layer of protection customized for this processor by adding a physical, tamper-resistant secure
I
memory.
just can't get over the
call it
tweets
Samsung
about
Knox
BTS. We've completely...
With a secure processor, secure memory, and integrated software, this vault will safely store your device PIN and password, biometrics,
I will
and
never see
blockchain,
anything about any
and Samsung
specs
service
because
authentication keys.
they decided to put
We
one of
also
the biggest
upgraded the S21 series privacy features for the pictures and text files you share.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to remove
Again,
location
props to
metadata
Samsung
from photos
for knowing how to
keep
bait
your
'em.
location private.
Yeah,
And if you have photos, videos, or text files that you want to share with friends, but you don't really want them to keep,
Because if I were 14, I would definitely be begging my parents to buy me an $800 phone.
Access whenever you please.
Because it's
or
the
just let
BTS
it naturally
phone.
expire
Just
after
saying.
2 days, so you can send
Well, and Samsung had a BTS version of the phone last year, didn't they? I remember there being a BTS version, and it was like a purple.
They did.
Yeah.
It's
So they've got
like
a deep
thing.
relationship with
S21
BTS at
and
this
S21
point.
Plus will last all day, even in a 5G network. 2 years ago, we launched the world's first commercial 5G smartphone. And our leadership continues with hyperfast 5G, engineered to give you the best network experience possible. 5G will unlock faster and more connected experiences, giving more of what you love with less lag. That high-level connectivity makes the S21 series the perfect phone for everyday mobile gaming. As you know, we've been collaborating with Microsoft to bring you Xbox games on mobile via the cloud. 5G makes it possible to take your favorite games with you while keeping them fast, smooth,
Actually, I
and
can't
stunning
read this anymore.
right on
It's
your phone.
moving too fast.
And that's not the only
Yeah, I
gaming
know.
experience
A
our
lot of
S21
information.
devices lets you enjoy.
A lot of
We
recap.
continue to partner with Unity to build the ultimate mobile gaming experience. With Unity, we developed adaptive performance, giving you the games you love without the battery drain or overheating you find on other devices. With this package and our new powerful processor, the graphics get better, the phone stays cooler, and gameplay gets faster than on previous Galaxy devices. Adaptive performance has been applied
Someone
to
made a
over
really good
100
point
titles
that
so
there,
far.
even
And
though
this list will
the
only grow
phones
in the
have
years to
5G in the name, it hasn't
With
really been
ultra-high
like
performance
pushed
on our
to this
best-ever
point where it's
processor,
like,
an everyday
and by the
game
way,
will take you
5G,
on an
5G,
extraordinary
5G. I feel like it's just on there
The
as a,
S21 series
well,
offers the
everybody
most
else is
powerful
doing it. We should
Galaxy
probably just
devices
add
we've
it
ever made,
kind of
inside
situation.
and out.
Yeah, I think
From
having
chip
the
to
5G in the
camera,
name
they're
makes
truly
it feel
exceptional smartphones that let you
modern
turn
or
every
feel
day
like
into an
now,
amazing experience.
even though the
You know you
actual
need
difference is
technology that
probably
makes your
pretty
ordinary
minimal.
moments extraordinary.
But they're also
And that
kind
you
of
want to enjoy delightful
increasing the
experiences.
expectation of the
That's why we
consumer.
built One UI
Now
3.
going forward, the consumer will expect their devices to be 5G supported, even if that doesn't really result in anything tangible at this point in
digital
time.
Experience to the next level. It's ready to delight users with a refined design and empower them with enhanced customization. Our latest UI mixes style and function. With its fluid design, you'll feel the difference right at your fingertips. Comfort and efficiency were our top priorities. Take a look. The new
One thing they
design
haven't
has so many
mentioned
enhanced
that
visual
The
effects.
Verge has written about in their post that went live is that the fingerprint sensor has been upgraded to the new 3D Sonic Sensor Gen 2 chip by Qualcomm. And I believe, if memory serves, if my memory is correct, that's a larger sensor and it's faster. I mean, obviously it should be faster, but it's also larger. And it's one of my complaints of these devices is that they went for a fingerprint sensor that when compared to other devices is just slow and not dependable. For me, I just don't like it. So I hope this improves that.
Device can be a chore. Simply connect, select, and the rest of your new device setup is easy. One UI 3 totally transforms the mobile experience across the Galaxy devices. One UI 3 makes you smile with dynamic
Our coffee is
images that
hitting us
change
now that we've
every
started
time you
driving
unlock
along
I know.
to music.
Yeah.
it. Bringing you
It's not
joy.
7:36 in the morning. Oh
Capture the
no.
moments that matter with
It's time to
One
go to the
UI 3's
club.
AI-based support.
You know what, though? I was thinking this morning
One UI 3 will
as I
manage
was
your
like,
favorites
whatever,
easily
dabbing on
through
my
the new
makeup.
gallery.
Like, you know what?
It even handles low
There are
resolution
people who
photos,
have been
like
planning
the old
this
ones on your
for
social media
weeks
feed.
and are probably very stressed right now.
One UI 3
Like,
takes your
Yeah, right.
communications a
I
step
should
further.
remember those
Add
people,
emojis
and
and
it's
stickers
okay
when you
if I
type.
have, you know?
Or customize your
It's okay that I have to wake up for a 7
7
o'clock
Well,
show.
because at least we don't have to do this stuff in person. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
those of us homebodies have really enjoyed this remote coverage.
Yeah.
Optimal
Yeah.
gaming conditions.
Totally agree.
Get totally into your game.
Kind of nice to roll right out of bed into
I mean, hey.
product announcement.
Provides seamless
Why
continuity
not?
between phone, tablet, and computer.
way less stressful.
Yeah.
Sync Samsung reminders with Microsoft and manage them.
Curious
with
about that
apps like
director's
To Do,
view
Outlook, and Teams.
mode in the camera. That's a pretty cool feature. To have like the ongoing stream of all the cameras into a single viewpoint. Who knows? Anthony, who is TD of today's this coverage, maybe we'll integrate the S21 into our productions going forward. Why do we need a full size switcher? Just kidding, by the way. There's no way that it replaces it.
Designed by you.
Just Gen Z, man.
They'll find a way.
As you can see, One UI 3
I was just musing about how good they are at video with Andy and Natko the other day. I was just like, man, I thought I knew what was up being a millennial, but really now you need a phone that can be your content creator on the go. And it would just...
Yeah. Oh, totally.
It makes sense to do it in this sense. Make it easier for people.
Object Eraser on One UI 3, your phone will do the touching up for you. Here, let me show you. I just simply tap the people I want to remove, like say this guy and this guy, and then...
Does it work on masks?
AI does the rest for me. Easy, right? From your photos to your gallery to the interface itself, One UI 3 brings joy to your everyday, and you'll be one of the first people to enjoy the full experience with the S21 series. S21 will be available starting at $799, and S21 Plus starting at $999. Both models can be yours on January 29th. S21 and S21 Plus are breakthroughs in smartphone technology. They have an intelligent refresh rate, 4 cutting-edge camera lenses, and performance powered by a secure processor to keep you more connected to everything you care about. Whether you choose S21 or S21 Plus, you're guaranteed a device that will change the way you navigate our world. But they're not the only revolutionary devices we're launching.
That's not all.
Introducing
One more thing.
Galaxy S21 Ultra.
All right, tell us why we're going to spend. Okay, so what do you think on price? Well, actually, The Verge probably already tells us price, but I haven't looked at it yet. 1,400, somewhere around there. That's my guess. I haven't looked yet. So.
Sorry, correct. I've already spoiled it for you, possibly.
All right. So, and also those previous devices, the S21 and the S21 Plus, do not have the curved display. So they're, saving that for, I believe, for the Ultra. So if you like the curved display, you're going to have to spring some extra dollars to get it. You can see the camera bump is a steeper camera bump, which is pretty standard for the Ultra series, or the Ultra variant. That bump is always super deep, and that's just because they upgrade the camera system on the Ultra.
I was going to say the optical system on that is a little more complex.
Yes. Yeah, substantial for sure.
How impressive was that? There's a lot to unpack here. As you just heard from Uni,
I see what you did.
The S21 series turns everyday moments into extraordinary experiences. And Galaxy S21 Ultra takes it all up a notch. It's a smartphone built for people who want more freedom, more power, and more ways to shape the world around them. Our Ultra line has become synonymous with the best of the best in the Galaxy lineup. It's packed with our latest innovations, our most advanced technology, and our most seamless user experience. We built S21 Ultra with our most powerful processor, amazing display, and of course, our incredible pro-grade camera, so you never miss a single moment. As a new dad, I'm always taking photos of my 20-month-old son. I want to capture every memory, from his first steps to his first words. So I thought about investing in a DSLR. But with this phone, I don't need to. Galaxy S21 Ultra combines industry-leading hardware and software.
Nobody has time for an
to provide
SLR
a next-generation photo and video experience.
So true.
We built studio-quality camera gear right into the device.
We got one when we started.
Photos of Mona. I just don't have the time.
It's not the camera that you have on you. That's the thing.
Yes.
At the moment that the baby does the thing.
The 108 megapixel wide lens broadens the scope of what you can capture. The 12 megapixel ultra wide lens adds more detail to every picture you take.
This makes me want to go on a
With
trip.
Our enhanced AI, the brand new dual telelens system creates a breakthrough in zoom quality.
Soon.
Our hardware and software teams work together to build a camera experience unlike any other. This is a true pro camera, and we're so excited to tell you more about it.
We carry our smartphones all the time, wherever we go. Whether posing for a family portrait, capturing incredible landscapes, or even something unexpected, we naturally reach for our smartphones. And in all of these moments, we want to capture the best, high-quality photos and videos every time. But this can be difficult.
I'm reading through the price specs availability on Engadget, the article that was written by Sherilyn Lowe, and there's a mention of Samsung's space zoom feature, which lets you get super up close. I guess it was not very good in the last iteration. And that they brought that back in the S21 Ultra, a dual telephoto lens system, 3 times optical zoom, while the other goes up to 10 times optical zoom. And the phone will automatically switch between them depending on the range you're shooting at.
Okay.
In situations with
so the space zoom is 100 times zoom, which, yeah, in the previous models, it was kind of interesting that it could, but it never resulted really in photos that you would really want to keep. I mean, better than other devices, but that's not saying a lot because it's still, super, difficult to see what's going on. So I wonder if if this is like a combination of the two to get that far, or if the improvements will create a better image at 100x.
There's also a feature called Zoom Lock, which lets you keep your subject in the frame even if your hands shake.
Images produce noise.
That would be very helpful.
That would be very helpful.
Improved night mode, 4K video at 60 frames per second.
Nona binning technology. At the sensor stage, a set of 9 pixels are combined into one larger pixel, increasing each pixel's surface area for capturing light. This
See what I mean? Whoever renders like the visuals for this kind of explanation, they do it in a way that like I'm not actually learning anything, but I feel so taught.
The S21 Ultra is designed for a powerful night mode experience.
Like, oh yes, in the lab, the pixels, yes.
Incredible speeds to eliminate noise and blur. Then, countless reams of data collected by the sensor are processed by an internal AI ISP algorithm to identify and preserve the subject's true shape and color tone. This is possible even in conditions of extreme darkness under 0.1 lux. The results are stunning. In the case of backlighting, especially when the subject is in motion, groundbreaking 12-bit HDR combines 2 simultaneously captured 10-bit frames into a single 12-bit output. This process not only eliminates motion blur, but also produces dynamic range 3 times wider than that of 10-bit color.
Extraordinary hardware sets the foundation to capture professional quality images in any situation. But hardware is only half the story. Powerful software maximizes the strengths and benefits of our incredible hardware. Zoom photography is one area where this harmony of hardware and software turns your picture into a masterpiece. Let's say you are on a hike and you come across an amazing view, but you can't actually get to the other side. What would you do? Would you give up? Well, you don't need to, because our space zoom will take you there. These are the kinds of moments that inspire our technology. It is this tight integration of innovative hardware and powerful software that allows us to realize our vision.
I mean, honestly, you were talking about Zoom Lock. That's actually a really useful feature. When you zoom into 100x, it's almost impossible to keep the thing that you're zooming in on stable because you're just so far pushed in. And really, at that point, you are doing a digital zoom. So that makes sense that they would give you the ability to say, that house is the thing that I want to stay focused on. Even if I'm shaking, you've still got the full image. The software is doing the locking for you. So I bet that'll be really useful.
But fitting 10 times optical zoom into the slim body of a smartphone is not easy. To make this possible, 2 precise folds are incorporated into the lens design to minimize thickness
making me want to
mirrors direct light across
be at a tech event. I didn't think this would do that.
Just to test that.
Have that. But
yeah.
The end result is a powerful,
it's been a really hard time. And having this
that
is
fits perfectly within a small space.
I know for a lot of folks it might seem very trivial, but this is a constant part of our job that
AI. At one push of the shutter,
I guess I'm just very thankful for right now.
Yeah.
Even with all the buzzwords being spouted out.
Advanced AI then evaluates and corrects thousands of fine details to produce detailed images even at high magnification levels. And when shooting at high magnifications, ZoomLock uses intelligent software to set the image in place.
I gotta say, I really could have used this yesterday. The goats are on the hill right now.
Galaxy S21
by my house,
and
sounds like a song.
I was trying to take pictures of them with the OnePlus 8, just the regular OnePlus 8, and even zooming in, it was just it was too jaggedy for even an Instagram story.
Yeah. No doubt you'd get better images with this. Even if you were at 100x, they'd be better than what you get out of a OnePlus, device zooming all the way in. But would you end up with something that is more than? I guess all you were expecting was an Instagram post, so that's fine. But it's you still don't end up with an image that you're going to be like, oh my god, that's amazing. I'm going to hang that on my wall.
Yeah, exactly. If I can't share it on Instagram, then it's not doing the job, quite frankly. It's obvious.
Galaxy S21 Ultra captures incredible details, all with just a press of the shutter.
Galaxy S21 Ultra's camera is for people who appreciate the best of the best. It's for pro photographers and videographers, for people who live for the details, and for everyone who enjoys taking extraordinary pictures. S21 Ultra has the most power we've ever built into a smartphone camera, giving you the freedom to shoot and edit your favorite moments to make them even more memorable. You'll be able to capture incredible 12-bit RAW files in Pro mode. This phone has 3 times more dynamic range than photos on the S20.
I'm seeing
so
lot
you won't
of
miss a single detail.
Commentary about how this just feels like a redux of last year's Galaxy S20 event, and that this just feels more like a spec bump, like a slight improvement over what was kind of,
60 frames
wobbly and not
every lens on your phone.
fully baked last year.
Tele, wide, ultra-wide lens alike.
Which makes sense.
Let's take a look.
I mean, it's 2021. It's the beginning of the year. This is very fast. It feels like just yesterday we were covering the Galaxy S20.
Yeah. Well, yeah, really, especially considering the fact that, Samsung moved up this announcement at least a month and a half, if not close to 2 months earlier than they normally do it.
Yep.
So, yeah. But I'm curious to see how this will work with Samsung to have even more of the calendar year to sell their flagship. This definitely gives them more time before we get to what I suspect will be the middle to mid-end of the year announcement, which will be all about their experimental devices, the folds and all that kind of stuff.
So we're building our Galaxy smartphones to establish a whole new kind of cinema, mobile filmmaking. Our advanced smartphone cameras give artists the agility to shoot what they want and push boundaries of what they can create. And we're excited to continue to grow the With Galaxy community around the world. Whether you're directing a film or taking photos of your family, the content you capture with S21 Ultra will be incredible. And you'll be able to store it effortlessly thanks to Microsoft OneDrive integration. If you start filming a masterpiece on your phone, you can upload it to OneDrive.
This just reminded me I need to replenish
Galaxy
my Microsoft OneDrive because I'm out of room.
That delivers the best of the best. And we designed it to look just as bold and iconic. From its sleek frame to its stunning matte finish. It's a masterstroke in design. And we created a striking color to match. Introducing Phantom Black.
When it comes to design, black isn't just a color. It's all colors in one. It's bold, yet understated. Black is classic.
Is it?
Style, luxury, elegance itself. For designers, black is the most difficult color to create.
I love black. I love a black on black car, but I gotta tell you, I don't love a black on black phone.
All the ways it is used in cars.
We've just seen so many black phones over the years.
Yeah, I'm just tired of black. That's what I've been seeing all my life thus far.
Shades.
And there's been a lot of colorful phones coming out the last couple of years.
perfect.
Exactly.
A lot of more options.
To craft a black
I've seen what you can do.
True at every angle and reflection of light. In our quest, we conducted countless tests. We examined molding, the process to create color patterns, vapor deposition, the process to create the reflective layer. We even examined
our employees work in a smoky lab with no ventilation.
And always move around in slow motion.
Any process we added only reduced the black's intensity to reach the color that encompasses all others. We found that less is more. We needed to subtract.
Okay.
Removing the traditional processes was
like
an
when you
extreme,
go up to the, you have like all the big red line going through, and you just grab that one little piece of evidence. It's gonna just bring this case to a close. Glass. It's right there.
First, we built the film base with new materials, creating a black that absorbs almost all light. Then, we worked to find the perfect haze formula. We varied times of etching, changed the thickness of the glass, and even tested different mixtures and concentrations of the etching solution. Finally, we had a breakthrough. We discovered an optimal haze glass that preserves a deep, resonant black.
Okay.
One that shows the color.
This better be really cool looking in person, because they are really talking it.
The result
I know,
of all these
it's
efforts
really...
is the Galaxy S21 Phantom Black. Strong, fluid, and modern. We fashioned this singular black not by adding more, but by using less.
I mean, look, I'm sure it looks really cool and sleek in person.
Unforgettable and unapologetic.
But wow, they just spent 5 minutes talking about the color black.
Exactly. I just watched a whole
Phantom Black is our boldest color
Aaron
yet.
Sorkin
The most
directed
advanced, innovative phone we've ever made.
Phantom Black.
S21 Ultra is an epic experience in and of itself. That best-in-class experience continues with S21 Ultra's display. From shooting incredible videos to watching and sharing them, this display lets us do all the things we love. The Galaxy S21 series boasts intelligent displays that save power and optimize your viewing experience. And S21 Ultra is our most intelligent display yet. We found an organic structure that sets the groundwork of our AMOLED display. And we've applied this newly discovered material to S21 Ultra. With this innovation, we've managed to reduce power consumption in this device, even as we provide an improved viewing experience in high resolution. As you switch between videos or pause to check emails, your phone will automatically shift between 10 and 120 hertz to optimize your viewing experience. At the same time, our improved super smooth scrolling experience in WQHD Plus resolution will keep up with you. You'll get all these capabilities in the brightest, most vivid display we've ever built in a
consumers
smartphone.
Won't really
this powerful device has a 6.8-inch
notice immediately.
display
I want to
with a
see
peak
how
brightness
this
of
is going to affect like
1,500
battery
nits.
life.
With a
having
dynamic
the
AMOLED
system
2X
constantly
screen on our
monitoring
S21 Ultra,
for
you'll have our
the
most
situation
stunning
in
display
hand.
experience yet. 25% brighter than Galaxy S20 Ultra, with 50% more contrast
And sometimes I
100%
wonder
color
if
volume.
having an
A
even
more
brighter
accurate,
display is
realistic
really
color.
the best thing for
S21
us as
Ultra's
human
display
beings.
is our most advanced
You mean on
ever.
our eyes?
And we
or-
made sure
Yeah.
every part of your experience will match it.
Well, I know
That's
that when
why
I'm
we're
outside in
introducing
the
Wacom
bright sunshine,
technology
that
to
I can't
S21
control.
Yeah, I
I want my
know.
phone to
That's the other
be
thing.
bright enough.
S-Series device compatible with the S Pen. For all the Galaxy Note users out there,
But
you know that
that's
the S Pen
probably
is more than just
part
a
of
pen.
the adaptive
It puts precision
system,
at
is
your
that when you
fingertips.
Oh, look,
are
there's the
out
S
in the
Pen.
bright
charge of your
sun.
mobile experience.
Oh, yeah?
You can use it to write, draw, and make more precise edits. We're introducing 2 new independent S Pens today. The standard model, now
Independent.
bigger with a more comfortable grip, and the more advanced S Pen Pro.
Okay.
The S Pen Pro lets you take advantage of all the great Bluetooth features you've come to love, like using Air Actions to snap a photo remotely, control your music player, or click through a presentation. With just the S Pen Pro, you'll be able to use all these amazing features across our latest S Pen supported Galaxy devices. The S
Which
Pen for
are-
S21 Ultra will be available at launch, and the S Pen Pro will be available later this year. We're working with industry-leading pen companies to design S Pen and S Pen Pro models that show off your style. S21 Ultra is the only model in the S21 series compatible with the S Pen. Because S21 Ultra is crafted to be extraordinary at every level, with unrivaled performance, design, and capabilities. You can get your very own Ultra device on January 29th for $11.99, and you'll be able to make it truly your own and choose among 3 gorgeous backplate colors that match the unique camera deco pattern. If you choose the S21 Plus, you can pick between 2 stunning colors with a delicate rose gold shell.
A lot of folks, I think, are excited about the S Pen compatibility because it opens it up to more than one device.
It'll be a one-of-a-kind device.
And they're still having that like top-tier device that is specifically for the Pro S Pen and specifically for a particular subset of user. But otherwise, my understanding is anybody can get an S Pen now and draw on the screen, at least the basic one.
Well, yeah, and so that S Pen support is only in the Ultra, though, right? Like, my understanding, unless I'm missing something, you couldn't do the S Pen with the S21 and the S21 Plus, I don't think.
S21 Ultra will help you stay productive and embrace brand new adventures in 2021.
Scan very quickly and see what's going on with this.
Our brightest, smartest display, to cameras powered by a revolutionary sensor and our most powerful chip, to our first ever S Pen compatibility on a Galaxy S device. S21 Ultra charts a new course.
Yeah, so it sounds like the Ultra is the only one that gets the S Pen support.
The S21 series will change everything, so you can express yourself however you want and capture your world in our best ever quality. No matter which model you choose, it's a revolution in smartphone technology, and it's a revelation in how we live our lives. With Galaxy devices, you can make every day easier and every experience more epic. To learn more, please welcome Federico.
Hi, Federico.
Thank you, Charlie. As head of experience planning at Samsung, my role is to understand how people live, work, and play to design experiences that address our needs and delight and empowers you. At Samsung, we work hard to develop products that make your everyday extraordinary. We work with partners to deliver better experiences so people can enjoy the very best of mobile technologies. Open collaboration across an open platform is a core principle for us. With Microsoft, we brought you a seamless productivity experience between phone and PC, as well as visual and entertainment experiences via the cloud. That way, you can easily access your photos and videos with OneDrive across your devices or play Xbox games on your phone. And we continue to work with Google to provide exciting mobile experiences that let you enjoy more of what you love. Discover makes exploring your interest easier than ever. It uses Google machine learning to create a personalized feed of content which gets better as you use it. We also made Messages by Google native to the S21 series to help you to stay close to your favorite people. Now, you can share your reaction or quickly respond to messages with Smart
by
Reply.
Google?
And with integrated video calling, you can easily turn your chat into a video call and catch up face-to-face.
And Duo.
While video calling, we want to feel like we are really with friends. At Samsung, we are uniquely equipped
does that mean
to
that
deliver this experience
they're not that their own Messages app won't be on the device? I'm a little confused about that.
Your living room, you will be able to connect your video calls to your TV, so you will have a big screen entry point to every hangout. These are just few of the incredible experiences that we have made possible. With every innovation, people inspire us. We put ourselves in your shoes to zero in on what you need most and what you don't. We learned that more and more Galaxy users want to make a sustainable choice in their lives for a better future. For instance, many of our users prefer to reuse their current chargers and earphones and to leave the new ones in the box unused. This planet is a home we all share, and we at Samsung are doing our part to leave it better for future generations. With your preferences and the planet in mind, we are proposing a way to prevent
sea turtles in there to show them that we're serious about sustainability.
Your S21 device will come with a USB-C
How did they get a picture of my drawer full of cables? I don't know how they got that. How they were able to insert that into
it's the reality we're all living.
We all have one.
Price. At Samsung, we build technology that make your life easier.
I have a ton of cords in my
this
closet.
release will not have the power button or the power
SmartThings
pack.
takes your everyday to the next level. Let's take your morning routine. Waking up is hard for many of us, but now you can customize your devices to kickstart your day when you shut off the alarm. You can set your lights, blinds, and TV to turn on, so every morning your home will wake up with you. That's what the Galaxy experience is all about, an ecosystem of well-orchestrated devices that make your day smoother. We know that today, well-being and fitness are more important than ever, so we are determined to help you to understand and manage your health. You can use a Galaxy Watch to monitor your heart rate, to measure your blood pressure and ECG. And we reimagine your TV so you can follow a workout while you're watching yourself in action. By projecting your phone's camera to your TV, you can perfect your form and make sure you're striking the right pose. Our technology works together to give you extraordinary experience every single day. To tell you more, please welcome Kevin.
Thanks, Federico. Here at Samsung, we offer one of the largest product ecosystems in the world. We're the makers of the world's best-selling smartphones, TVs, and award-winning home appliances. And we're proud that our connected network of technologies makes even your most ordinary experiences exceptional. At CES, you heard about how the SmartThings ecosystem makes life at home seamless. SmartThings lets you do so much more than just turn things on and off. You can truly take charge of your home. To help you revolutionize all of your everyday experiences, we're looking beyond our own ecosystem. We're finding new ways to make the ordinary extraordinary and expanding our Galaxy beyond just Samsung products. We partnered with Google to give you a smart home ecosystem unlike any other by making Google Nest products compatible with SmartThings. We built SmartThings to be a powerful service that
was it not compatible
your
before?
world to make every day more convenient and efficient. Now you can change your temperature on your Nest thermostat or check your Nest Cam and Hello Doorbell.
Giving you
all from the SmartThings app on your Galaxy phone.
Well, I mean, you could do that anyway. I mean,
it's just a few taps away and housed in one easy app.
So basically, they're giving you the option to use the Samsung app, SmartThings app, instead of the Google Home app. That's my understanding.
That let us manage our homes, even when we're on the go.
More integrated into SmartThings universe.
With the
SmartThings is aspect of Samsung that I am completely unawares of. Like I just haven't spent much time at all with SmartThings anything.
But here's what's really frustrating is it's like it's not really more integrated. They just added some API access, let's say, and they just made it so you can get it from the app. Like there was all this stuff was integratable before. Like it's just they made it a tiny bit easier for people.
Has been adopted by every major car manufacturer, and you can find it in nearly 100 million cars on the road. So, in most cars, you can connect.
Whatever happened to that smart speaker that Samsung was supposed to announce?
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that.
Experience smoother, faster, and easier.
Their smart speaker has become the thing that you just don't talk about because I don't think it's ever coming.
Samsung and Google have worked closely together to improve the user experience in the car display. The smartphone-like visual experience will feel more intuitive and familiar. You'll enjoy a simple app ecosystem with access to your favorite navigation.
Oh, so they made a SmartThings Android Auto compatible.
You can also talk to Google to make calls and send messages safely while keeping your hand.
Anyway, Samsung and Google have always, I mean, obviously Samsung needs Google behind it to kind of keep
easy to manage your home,
business going. And we know Hiroshi Lockheimer and the other folks in the Android team, they use the Samsung phones to really like test out what they're working on, because that is truthfully the #1 selling Android phone.
Or on your way back from running errands.
Yeah, indeed.
It's hard to relax.
But what's interesting is how they're repackaging stuff that has existed already in a way that's just a little more palatable for the Samsung users.
You can enjoy it,
which is what Samsung is good at. And so I give them credit for going after what they know.
My Google Nest adjusts my home.
Well, yeah, and that's actually pretty cool, right? Like embedded into Android Auto, you're driving home.
My Samsung washing machine gets started.
You can pull up
right,
kind
but
of the Smart Things Control Center.
Google Assistant. I don't need
right,
to...
you can do that with your voice, right? Instead of
Android Auto even helps me take care of my car. If I'm running low on battery and want to power it up, it'll direct me to the nearest charging stations.
Well, I wouldn't know about that because I still have a gas-powered car.
GPS and geofencing set in SmartThings, my phone will recognize when I'm getting close to home. Android Auto will pop up on my dashboard to ask if I want to start the welcome home scene. So the lights will switch on and the garage door will open as soon as I pull into the driveway.
Oh, I never thought about, by the way, putting lights like that in the garage. That's a good idea. On the bottom.
And whose garage is that empty? Literally, the entire garage is filled with just a car.
I know.
And it's a smooth arrival and a relaxing night for you.
This is a rental, Jason. They rented this house just for the purposes of this video.
Giving you more downtime.
This house doesn't even exist.
Experiences.
It's a digital representation of a house.
In your phone, your home, and your car. We're thrilled to think about where this technology will take us next. We continue to lead the way with services that make your daily activities seamless. With Digital Key, you'll be able to open the door of your house with your mobile device. This Digital Key gives you a trailblazing, touchless experience. You'll be able to unlock your car door with your phone. The door will unlock when you reach it. No sooner, no later. What car? You'll even be able to share your Digital Key across smartphones, regardless of brand or platform. So if I'm lending my car to a friend while I'm out of town,
that sounds dubious. I don't know how I feel about that.
Will make our handoff seamless. I can send the key to my friend with just a few easy taps, even if we're thousands of miles apart. We'll continue supporting wireless communication tech you know well, including NFC. And we're excited to be at the forefront of ultra-wideband technology. We're working with industry consortia to lead the standardization of UWB and Digital Key technology, making them more readily available, secure, and shareable. Our UWB-enabled Digital Key sends short pulses between your mobile device and your car. Then, it makes super precise distance calculation in real time, unlocking your door when you reach it. And with UWB, you can rely on AR Finder to guide you directly to the car. Digital car keys unlock a world of possibilities.
UWB, ultra-wideband technology, which we were talking about a little bit earlier with the SmartTag, the Galaxy SmartTag.
Yes.
So they're a little tile competitor thing. Also like supports UWB.
Back to you,
Volkswagen.
Thank you, Kevin. For years, our partnership with Google.
Yeah, it looks like Volkswagen was the first one to announce that it was going to be integrating the sensor back in October 2019.
Yeah. In the industry to better serve
considering they own a bunch of car brands, I imagine.
To the next level. We are entering into a new and expanded partnership with Google. From communication to connectivity, it will yield new innovations across the board. Whether you're behind the wheel or at your home office, look forward to exciting new mobile experiences. For more about our new partnership, please welcome my good friend, Hiroshi Lackheimer.
What did I tell you?
Hello, Hiroshi.
Hi, TM. Thanks for your warm welcome, and I'm really excited to join Unpacked today. We're so grateful for the close partnership with Samsung and what we've been able to build together since the first Galaxy S smartphone. Now, it's been over a decade, and I think today's launch highlights a new era for Samsung and Google. The Galaxy S21 is a major step forward as we've pushed the boundaries with Samsung and their world-class technology to create an amazing, cohesive product experience. Not only are we bringing our innovations closer together on the phone, we also recognize it's a multi-device world, so we are building beyond the phone together. As TM mentioned earlier, staying connected with friends and family is a top priority for many of us. Google Duo and Messages are great examples of how we've worked with Samsung to make these apps more helpful and easy to use. On Messages, we have completed the global rollout of RCS on Android. For those of you not familiar with RCS, it's the next generation of texting that replaces SMS. You can enjoy
so
enhanced features like chatting
I'm really
over
curious
Wi-Fi,
to know, does this mean that Samsung devices don't lean on their own messaging app as the default? Is the Android Google Messages or Android, whatever the heck they're calling it now, is Google's Messages app the default, which great, but does it have the integrations that maybe Samsung's Messages have?
And as part of our commitment to make computing accessible to everyone, we've collaborated with Samsung to develop a new version of TalkBack, a Google screen reader available first on Galaxy. This can really help shape the future of how everyone interacts with their phones. We are in a multi-device world. The smartphone is just one of many screens you interact with throughout the day. As you saw earlier with Android Auto, Google Nest, and SmartThings, we're investing deeply with Samsung to ensure our collaborations extend across devices beyond the phone.
I will say
the latest Android
Things
11 release
makes
gives you more control over your data
because
and
I think
privacy
Samsung was saying that they were losing out some favor to the Google Home ecosystem, and so I imagine that's why they were like, look, you can push a button on Android Auto. Look, you can do this integration.
Hardware and software requirements.
I truly wonder. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in these meetings between Hiroshi and Samsung.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by what we'll be able to build together by bringing the magic of the Google ecosystem and Samsung's amazing technology together to innovate and to create helpful experiences for you, our customers. In 2021 and beyond, we are taking our partnership to the next level, and I am incredibly excited for this new era. Kudos to the Samsung team, and thanks again for inviting us. Back to you, TM.
Thank you, Hiroshi.
My friend of the network, Hiroshi Lockheimer.
We've shown you what Samsung is all about. True innovation that opens up a world of untapped imagination, a universe of experiences that defy all expectations, so that you have the freedom and the tools to be yourself and to express yourself. Of course, the power to imagine new products.
There you go. You got your masks.
Hand in hand with the power to imagine a better world.
Took a while.
We have always been
I saw one mask earlier,
to
so it's
using
not the first one,
technology
but they
as
haven't
an instrument for good, to doing the right thing for a betterment of the world. That commitment led us to partner with the UNDP and help promote the global goals on more than 80 million smartphones. Just a few months ago, we announced our expansion of this partnership with the Generation 17. This program highlights the amazing work of our young leaders, like Maximo, who is addressing climate change in Argentina, and Xiaomi, who is raising health and hygiene awareness around the world. Generation 17 is about elevating the voice of a generation, unlocking their power of purpose, and taking action together. Young people are coming of age during a global pandemic, and their optimism, determination, and resilience is more important than it's ever been. We are honored and humbled to help them reach their goal. We all have the power to affect change. It only takes imagination and a sense of purpose. I hope you will join us on this mission. On behalf of everyone at Samsung, thank you again for watching Unpacked today. Stay safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
For a virtual event.
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, the last 15 minutes, was less about product announcement, more about initiatives and stuff going on behind the scenes.
It's what they would have done at MWC. They would have had this big keynote. It would have, had that cube, I'm sure, some integration of that somehow. Oh boy, they have a whole scroll of COVID-19 measures.
Alrighty.
Well, we already know South Korea has done a lot better with COVID than
right.
So
Right.
It's fine.
So Samsung has announced today the S21 5G, the S21 Plus 5G, $799 and $999 respectively, both releasing on January 29th. The S21 a little bit smaller. Obviously, the base model, 6.2 inches, full HD plus AMOLED display, 4 colors, and then the S21 Plus, 6.7 inches, so a little bit larger of a device. Again, full HD plus AMOLED display, 3 colors. They've got adaptive display on both. No curve, so if you don't like the curve, you're going to be happy with these. The RAM does ratchet down to 8 gigs, which, I think is a cost savings measure, because these phones do cost less than last year's kind of equivalent flagships that Samsung announced. And people thought they were just a little too expensive last year. And so they were able to bring it down a couple of $100 this time, which I think was a pretty solid move on Samsung's part, when paying attention to, the state of the world right now, and people are looking to save some money. So I know, I think that's a good entrance, and Samsung creates great devices. So I'd be curious to see those.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about this particular presentation made me feel like, I don't know what it is. The last couple of years, I was really gung-ho on the Pixel, and then I took on the OnePlus, and now I'm realizing that a lot of the other manufacturers are catching up in some of the features that I want. Samsung just touted a second ago all the Google integration that it has, which it does. It's an Android phone, but I think they're pushing for a little bit more, just to become more, become more Android, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, indeed. So we've got those starting models, and then we've got the premium of the premiums, the S21 Ultra. That starts at $1199, which actually is kind of a little bit lower than I think I expected. Which is not to say that it's inexpensive. It's just less than the crazy Pen. Expensive.
Does not include
well, that's
the
true.
S Pen.
Good point. And I don't know that we have a price on the S Pen. I haven't found one yet.
I think it's $40 for the regular, and then $70 for the. Oh no, I'm sorry. There are 2 different styles of Samsung cases. This comes from CNET. 2 different styles of Samsung cases you can buy, which include an S Pen. They cost $70 each. Or you can buy the S Pen for $25 singularly, or the S Pen Pro for $40.
There we go. So $40. We're looking at it right now on the Samsung store.
So and sounds like that price.
What's that?
Factor in that cost if you're looking.
Yeah, extra if you want it. Well, and the good news there is that you could buy the Ultra and then decide eventually, oh yeah, you know what, I really do want the S Pen. So you could spring for that when you know you need it. But a larger 6.8 inch Quad HD Plus display, so you get that like top of the line display, 120 hertz adaptive refresh, so all the way down to 10 hertz to 120 hertz, depending on what it deems you're doing, whether it's necessary to have that high refresh or not. Like we mentioned, the S Pen support, improved camera system. Actually, really interested in seeing the space zoom, even though I doubt that it's like very usable. But I have to imagine the first time that Samsung announced the space zoom, this 100x zoom, I had a feeling that this was going to be one of those things that every single time they release a new phone, they're iterating, making it better and better. And maybe somewhere 2, 3, 4 years down the line, they're producing images with that you're like, God, I really can't believe that that's 100x. And I think it looks like they're getting there. They're working on the camera system to kind of improve it. How necessary it is, that remains to be seen, I feel like still. But still really throwing their weight into the Ultra series as being the camera beast, device.
Yeah, absolutely. I think camera beast is the best way to say it, especially with the name being denoted the Ultra of the series. The Zoom thing, that trend started a couple of years ago overseas. And so I think this is just the fruits of that labor. And I think you're right that we'll see better and better Zoom coming in the years to come. For me, it's a very one-off, once in a while thing that I need.
How often do you need it?
But it certainly gives the manufacturer bragging rights to be able to do that. Yeah. I remember when Matteo brought in a couple of, I think they were Xiaomi or Oppo phones. I can't quite remember, but he had used banana for scale. And I was very impressed at the zoom abilities and how they were able to sort of like keep the picture smooth. So I would like to see that
with the periscope zoom functionality, that sort of thing. Yeah,
I would like to see that from Samsung, because considering how much the Ultra, I mean, $1,300 starting price.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like they're doing something kind of similar to that. I don't know if it's a true periscope functionality, comparatively speaking, but they were talking about the double folded lens for that long distance zoom. They've got the 3x telephoto and a 10x telephoto on board in the camera system. So they're doing something similar to what you're talking about. And even if the 100x isn't impressive in and of itself, like create pictures that you want to hang up on your wall, I have to imagine that, yeah, that might not matter very much. But what about like a 20x zoom? Like if 10x is the optical, and then you get a little bit of extra out of the 20x. What does that image actually look like? That could be very usable, and 20x is a lot of reach for a smartphone. So
yep, we shouldn't forget the Galaxy Buds Pro announced at the top of the hour. That was $200. Lots of new little iterations there as well. Accessories will work with the same accessories as the Galaxy Buds Live. The
automatic noise
SmartTag,
cancellation.
If you want to use a Samsung equivalent of a Tile and sort of, I was really, again, I say this, I thought it was very smart that they brought up the Samsung phones being sort of the homing beacon for these SmartTags, because again, this is like the #1 Android phone that most Android users have. So it would make sense to tap into that existing market of devices. I am very curious to know exactly how it works, though. I want to know the ins and outs of the SmartTag.
Yeah, the SmartTags. I'm curious to see how dependable, the ultra wideband technology, how that integrates in and actually makes it usable. $30 for one. I think you just mentioned $40 for a pair. And, the idea is that you attach this to something that you don't want to lose. They use the example of putting it on your dog's collar. Then your dog gets out and you can find your dog. So a lot of uses for something like this. And yeah, I'd be curious to see. I know Apple has their own Tile approach, which is ultra wideband as well, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a thing that Samsung wants to compete on. And then as far as the Buds Pro are concerned, some of those extra features: noise reduction, gain writing. So writing the gain when you're speaking, it actually has some AI detection in there to know. Right now you're listening to music. Oh, you just started speaking, so we'll lower the volume and do pass through. And I thought that sounded really nice. IPX7 water resistance, 3 colors. And like you mentioned, $200 January 15th. And also a better seal. So it's a little rubber tip that actually extends into the ear canal to give you a little bit better of a seal with a vent. So it isn't totally like suction-y in its approach. So.
A couple of more little details on the S Pen, just by way of CNET. Let's see, lacks Bluetooth support, which means you won't have that gesture feature that allows you to control slideshows or skip songs. Another downside without the lack of without Bluetooth is that you won't have alerts if you leave the S Pen behind, and being that you have to have a case to have it docked. Maybe time for you to invest in a pencil pouch.
So, okay, and it sounds like what you're talking about is the baseline S Pen, the $40 one, because I know the S Pen Pro they mentioned would come out sometime later. They don't have they don't have a date for that yet, but that'll have some of those wireless capabilities. So for $40, you're getting a less capable S Pen, obviously, but losing out on the neat features like using the button to take a picture when your camera's mounted over there. That's actually a really great use case for the S Pen. So you'll have to ask yourself, do you want those extra features? The air gestures, totally unnecessary. Like I had to ask myself every single time, like, why do I even need to do this right now? Like I don't need it.
The remote shooting feels, I think you're getting a thicker pen if you get for the bigger S Pen.
Yeah.
And so the remote shooting feels to me, I mean, look, you can get a $3 dongle on Amazon that'll let you do remote shooting. You know what I mean? So it's a nice to have, but
right. Not totally necessary.
It's not the only way you can do
that. That's true, Florence Ion. All right. That is the event. This has been a look at the Samsung Unpacked 2021 event coming at the heels of CES Digital. And we had to wake up bright and early, but Flo, I'm happy I could do this with you. Thanks for waking up bright and early with me.
Too. Thank you for having me. It's always a good time, Jason, to hang out with you and pundit over live events. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. If people want to follow what you're up to, what do you want them to know?
FlorenceIon.com, or follow me on the social medias at OhThatFlo is my handle.
Excellent. All right. Thank you again, Flo. Have a great morning.
Thank you, Jason.
We do this TWiT News live coverage when there are important events happening like Unpacked 2021. So if you want to be sure that you don't miss some of our live coverage, of course, we do it live. twit.tv/live is where we're broadcasting this today or this morning, but you'll get it in podcast after the fact, twit.tv/news. If you go there, you can subscribe in audio and video formats to all of our breaking news and news events coverage. We've got a whole, if you want to go back in the history of news events, you certainly can. But that's just where you want to go to be subscribed for this and future news events that might happen. I also want to give a shout out and big thanks to Anthony Nielsen, who's at the studio, who got up perhaps a little bit earlier than either of us in order to get himself into the studio and prepared for this live coverage. Thank you for making it happen, Anthony. And thanks to you for watching and listening. It's been great taking a look at Samsung's latest and greatest. We'll see you next time on TWiT News. Bye, everybody.